Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube page today, and today I'm going to use my platform to be talking about one of the ways of curbing insecurity in Nigeria. So, which is the act of putting police stations in local governments and villages, which has been a particular act that has been ignored from recent years. Now, if you date back insecurity from 2009, where the Boko Haram started, and currently we're in 2025, where the headsmen have been terrorizing, looting, burning, and killing citizens of local governments and villages, which recently happened in Benue State, the Yelewata local government, which the place is still a very dangerous sight to behold. Currently, it's very bad to look at. A lot of people were lost. Over 200 people were killed that day. Why does this? Ask yourself this question. Why does this keep happening? It's very simple. We have few police stations situated in villages. It's just the fact, it's just the truth. And for some reason, I wonder why the federal government has chosen to ignore this particular area of the country. It's very painful and disheartening because when you notice and see that, for a fact, villagers in Nigeria are very simple people. They are very simple. They are people who just want to go to the farm, eat, probably have a market, sell some of their foodstuff which they produce, and stay in. There's nothing extraordinary they are doing. They are very simple people. And these people, I feel that they should be safeguarded at all times because they don't have access to weapons, they don't have access to guns. Majority of villagers don't have access to weapons, they don't have access to guns. The guns the hunters use are old and outdated. Why these Fulani herdsmen have updated guns, serious armories, which they use to loot, kill, and burn down villages now. Personally, I don't support the fact that you arm villages with weapons, arm villagers with weapons per se. The best issue to do is to put police stations in these particular areas, which will help them in the future. And I keep asking myself, every advanced country have police stations situated in every place, every area, every street have police stations situated. In Egypt, I had a friend of mine who was schooling in Egypt recently. He told me that their police stations even work actively at 2 a.m. 2 a.m., early hours of the morning. You call the police, they come and meet you wherever you are. In Nigeria here, you call police or you call 911 for emergency, and they tell you that you have to buy fuel for their car before coming to meet you. We play with lives a lot in Nigeria. I'm telling you, we play with lives a lot in Nigeria. A lot. And it still goes down to the federal government. A lot of police recruits, you see them today, they are badly paid, although it's not an excuse of the atrocities they normally do on the road, of how the police brutality going on. It's not an excuse. But I feel like if the police were rewarded handsomely, given a good pay cut of what they actually deserve, a lot of this will reduce. I'm telling you, a lot of policemen will do their job, because there's a saying that a poor man is a frustrated man. A lot of police officers you see hanging themselves on the road, looking for young boys like me to harass, put into cells and collect money from them. It's the fact that they don't have money. They are not being paid properly. And these people have children. Some of them have 5 to 4 to 6 children. Imagine yourself being in this situation. A young man of close to 28, 29, 30 years old, or let me say 25, you already have 4 children, a wife at home, and you're earning a salary of 30,000 Nigerian naira. 30,000 naira. Where can he go with you? How? That is not even enough to even buy lights for your house. Talk less of even light. Talk less of food that they are going to feed on. So this all leads back to the government. And it talks of how corrupt the system is in Nigeria. It talks of how bad, how disorganized the Nigeria system is. So seriously, if the government has to really improve on a lot of things. But I feel like, okay, we are doing bad economically. It's no news. Nigeria is very bad. The economy is crippled, will I say. We are doing very bad economically. Fine. It's okay. The only aspect we can try to improve on is security. We should be security conscious. The government should try to work on insecurity, because it deals with lives. Whenever lives are lost, you can't replace them. You can only mourn them. And now it comes with regrets now that had I known we would have done this, we would have done this. At this point in time, I feel like the government does not even care about the welfare of the citizens. They don't care. They come, they give you useless propaganda, useless manifesto during elections, only for them to win these elections, come to see it now, and they don't even care about the common man. Forgetting who put them in power there. The leaders are in this country for the citizens. Without the citizens, there can be no country. The fact that you are in a higher position should give you or enable you the chance to tackle things like this. This is very bad and it is very poor. And I feel like the Nigerian government should really visit the fact of putting police stations in villages, because it's really saddening and it's a very disheartening moment, especially for people who have lost their lives in villages, displacing people. It's bad because they are very harmless, they have no issues, and yet the terrorists have taken prey on them. This shouldn't be a major issue for Nigeria, which I'm always saying. Why the country is so disorganized? Why is it so unorganized? We had our independence since 1960. I'm always referring to 1960. Countries who had their independence lower than that is, or let's say later after that is, are already advanced. We keep calling ourselves the giant of Africa. It's all by population. Economically, we are not even top 4. We are not top 4 economically. We are not top 4. Security-wise, we are not the safest. So what are we doing to improve to carry the flag of Nigeria up? Look at a lot of Nigerians leaving the country to go outside Nigeria to go and sell drugs, which still leads to bad governance. By the time you take care of your country, where create a lot of job opportunities, the economy is balanced well, people will hardly leave the country. How many Europeans do you see coming to Africa and say, if not for tourism? But you see a lot of people from here going to either US or Europe just to look for greener pastures. Nigeria should be better, please. We can do better. We can really do better. And it's bad, it's really bad. Because I feel like all this whole stuff is organized. That is my feeling. So, in any way you feel like they can tackle this insecurity issue in Nigeria, please drop your comment section on the page. Thank you very much.